first, aid, kit,
First aid kit. First aid kit.
first aid kit,
A surgical mask. A surgical.
Mask.
A surgical mask.
a surgical mask, gloves,
Gloves.
a plaster cast, plaster, cast,
A plaster cast.
cotton wool,
Cotton wool.
cotton,
Wool.
wool, cotton wool,
Cotton wool. Needle.
needle,
Crutches.
crutches,
Wheelchair.
wheelchair, chair,
Syringe.
syringe, a blood pressure monitor,
A blood pressure monitor.
blood pressure monitor, a blood pressure monitor,
A blood pressure monitor.
Carrying some food, water, my first aid kit. Carrying some food, water, my first aid kit,
Things like surgical gloves or a surgical mask. Things like surgical gloves or a surgical mask.
But the plaster cast had survived. But the plaster cast had survived. The plaster cast.
With a partial plaster cast.
I'm here to have a blood pressure monitor fitted.
First, I decided to use some cotton wool pieces.
Any kind of needle.
This is a data slide showing the immune responses that we've generated with a nanopatch compared to the needle and syringe into muscle. This is a data slide showing the immune responses that we've generated with the nanopatch compared to the needle and syringe into muscle.
He walked most of the time with crutches.
I'm in a wheelchair without the two legs that I lost to a landmine. I should have been killed. I'm in a wheelchair without the two legs that I lost to a landmine. I should have been killed.
So long I put the white gloves on and hold it. So long I put the white gloves on and